Hello, all you hardcores. Welcome to part two. I'm just waiting for Terry to log on. Here we go. Here's Terry. Women love him. Men want to go on pads with him.
Wait, all right. Sorry I'm late, mate.
I've just we've got a birthday present. Is it bad luck to open it before day, Terry?
Yeah, it's bad luck. It's also bad luck to give away birthday presents.
Oh, are you what, mate?
It's also bad luck to give away birthday presents.
No, that could be Maltesers. That I might look. Right. I seen the Bricktop interview yesterday on Talksport. He was asked by Simon Jordan, aka Judge Jordan, Frank, do you feel that the Anthony Joshua and the Tyson and Fury fight will ever happen? And it's the first time I've seen Bricktop stumped for an answer. Did you watch the interview?
No, I didn't.
Well,
But I've been telling you guys for a long time, haven't I, that there's there's certain things, where we're like, where is AJ?
hmm.
Just where is he? He's posting old videos on his socials, trying to make out like he's in the UK, but we've seen those videos before. So they're old videos. Where is he?
What about the one he put up from last year? The drug testing one as he were out there in Dubai, they recycled that one as well, didn't they? Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? Fury does that all the time, doesn't he, Tyson?
I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just put a picture up and go, yeah, I've got the testers here. Making sure we're keeping podcasting clean.
Uh, will it happen? Because Bricktop went, well, sometimes I think no, and then day after I
Well,
think, yeah, it wasn't like it's happening. What it looked like it's a dead lame duck, doesn't it? The fight.
no, Tyson Fury's ready. But here's the thing, Russ. When you have a fight like that, it has to happen in a place where you make the most money,
Yeah.
right? Where do you make the most money for that fight?
Saudi, innit?
Nope. Here.
Where?
Here. You're going to
Well,
fill out Wembley, right? You're going to fill out Wembley. So that's 38 million in the pot. It's going to sell pay-per-views everywhere,
you'll do
right?
2 million in UK, won't it, at 40 quid? That's what they're talking.
What? I do three. They'll do loads, pubs, or
Well, if they do
everyone's
40 quid, like they're talking, right? This is the quiet whisper. And I think 2 million, but let's say three, that's 120 million. Then you've got gate and all concessions, haven't you? Then you've got all magazines and everything. Plus, it'd be a two fight deal. So they could split 400 million in UK, couldn't they, over two fights?
so why hasn't it happened?
Pardon?
Why hasn't it happened?
Well, obviously, I think that a pair of them don't risk it because they shot their mouths off that much. That if one of them lose, they have to crawl off, won't they? But Fury's already said he wants a lion's share both times. So is that the stumbling block?
No. Stumbling block is it can't happen here. Well, not yet anyway.
Why are they parked up, Terry, all this time then? Are they serving silent ones? What's going on?
Nope. No. No. No silent bands. Fury knows that he can't risk another defeat. And he knows he's got very little left in the tank. So the only fight he'll come out for is another Usyk fight or Joshua. He ain't coming out for no one else because it's not worth his legacy. And Joshua's in Dubai, and the people with access need to start asking why Joshua's in Dubai and refuses to come back.
Yeah.
And
Well,
people need to start asking why he asked for his Dominic Ingle bag to be delivered to his gym in Dubai.
oh, the punch bag.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of them special punch bags? That, do you know what? To be fair to Dominic, they've always had good punch bags up there. All good stuff. They know what they're doing.
I say that bag's hard as hell, mate. Do not hit that in 8-ounce gloves. I'm telling you, yeah, it'll calm your enthusiasm in within 3 punches, you'll calm down.
Why is it because of that heavy?
It's just hard, yeah, yeah. Down by the bottom of that bag, mate. Whew, you better have some solid knuckles.
Did you ever see that George Foreman film? We watched it last night when we were kings. Yeah.
Always putting the dent in the bag.
Well, that was one of them made with sand because do you know Don Majeski? He's in the film actually. I went for dinner with him, me and Dennis and Mick Hennessy,
Yeah.
and he were there when they were doing that, and he said the thuds off it. I said, well, aren't punch bags always like that, Dom? And he said, no, that one
No.
was filled with sand, and foremen were putting dints in it, and people were like, he's gonna kill Ali, he's gonna kill Ali, and obviously Ali trained his body, didn't he, to take them blows, didn't he? So you know
Yeah.
if Joshua's had that took out there, he might be staying out there. But don't is it the Saudi or Dubai people into like a something to do with government out there, and they pay for his expenses, they fly him out there and all that as like an ambassador for the country? Is it something
No.
like that?
No. Well,
No.
because he's not doing anything ambassadorial, is he?
Well, what is he doing then out there? Why is he not over here in the UK in Watford?
Pe- People with access need to ask that question. Why isn't he here?
Is he retired? I mean, he's 13 and a half months out the ring. He ain't got a date lined up. He's not fighting this year. Every 2 weeks, Eddie pipes up and says, oh, we're in talks. So much bubbling. Sounds like
It was meant to be Ghana, but that's disappeared again.
Big Malk, aka Spencer Freedom, were going on about Nigeria and all that other day. One of your Africa and Rumble in the Jungle 2 and all this. Do you think Joshua could go out there and fight?
I don't think he's got a choice.
All right, then if he does, Terry, who will he fight? And who can they put Joshua in with without him getting mullered?
Macaulay.
Martin McCauley. And what
Yeah.
shape would he turn up in?
Depends how much crocodile meat he eats.
What about Tony Yoka? They won't even risk him with him, will they? I've heard his name bandied about.
That was meant to be happening. Well, they were Yoka threw his hat in the ring, but they were just like, nah.
So where does he go then, Big Meech?
Woo. Good question. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think his life is a mess right now. He just needs to sort his life out. That's what he needs to do. You know, sometimes you can live your gimmick too much and think you are Big Meech, and it can catch up to you.
Well, this Big Meech thing that he's peddled around, he ain't really all that, is he really? Because 14 days in HMP Reading doesn't make you Big Meech, does it? Well, it doesn't, does it? I've done that in Canteen Queue, mate. That doesn't make 2 weeks in Nick, don't make you a road man. It's like Floyd Mayweather. We're talking like he were Papillon money after 2 months in Nick when he came out. Oh, when I did my time and all that, what? In 60 days or whatever it were. You're not Papillon, Floyd, and Anthony Joshua is not Big Meech, really, in it. It's in his head, in it. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, he wants to be that guy, but I'm like, mate, why would you want to be a gangster when you already have the money?
exactly.
Do you
Why?
know what it's like, Russ? It's like someone presents you a pizza and you're trying to get back in the kitchen to cook it.
Yeah.
So, mate, no, you got the pizza. Like, enjoy the pizza.
I don't eat pizza, that's why I'm £163. But I used to eat it, stuffed crusts, like Max. Do you remember
Yeah.
Max when he said to me, "Oh, can you get me a trainer?" I went, "Yeah, I'll get Chris Smedley to train you, Max." He went, "Oh, brilliant." Stayed up at Chris's and that. He says, "Oh, instead of me paying an hotel another night, Chris, can I stay at yours and Joanne's?" He went, "Yeah." So they put him up. Chris says, 10 o'clock at night. There's a knock on the door. I know it's a crap story, so I've told it before. Chris says, "Who's that?" Bloke stood there. Stuffed crust pizza. Chris went. Max went, "Oh, I've ordered a pizza." Funny that, in it? But we roast Max.
You gotta love Max, haven't you?
Do you know what? Funny thing about it is, Max has been in touch with Tom Planko and Dallas trying to get the Johnny Fisher fight, aka Big Elmer. And what happened? Tom went, "You need a few more wins, Max." So they're going to put Big Elmer in, which I'm coming to now. They're going to put Big Elmer in with Herbert the the Matova, a 9-1-1 cruiserweight, right? Who was a bit.
Matuva, whatever his name is, yeah.
They're going to put him in with him in Monaco, letting it go in Monaco. What do you think to that? Apparently, it's about £8 a ticket, is it, for ringside? It's going to be all like people like Ralph Schumacher and David Coulthard and all that lot, isn't it? Going to be there. Mickey doing a
Most
big.
expensive small hall show in the world.
Well, Eddie's out there as a tax exile, isn't it? Apparently, it's only a couple hundred yards from Eddie's gaff. So he's got it all figured out, hasn't he? Eduardo. Is Fisher on slide now?
No, no, no. He's just at his natural level.
You think? Getting back,
Yeah.
okay, getting back to Big Elmer. What about his dad, Daddy Fud, aka Old Buffalo Feet? What's his going to be his story now? Because he's all over on billboards advertising Frey Bentus, and he's popping up on TV adverts going Bosh, Frey Bentus, Bosh, whatever. Where's all this going here? This is it just silliness, or are they just doing the best to milk the situation until Big Elmer gets found out against somebody like Solomon Dakras? What do you think?
So for me, Big John Fisher isn't really part of the boxing conversation. I almost ignore him. He's in another world. He's in that kind of influencer world. Good luck to him. I like to focus on his son because his son's a boxer. I just look, yeah, he showed us what he can do, right? Like it's he should have gone through the amateurs because we'd have found this out a lot sooner. He's the guy that likes it when it goes his own way. Yeah. And the minute someone stands up to him and says, how about I let some punches go? He hasn't got the character to fight through that.
Mm,
And so that's always going to be his problem. And you're always going to fight hungry guys who want to beat you.
yeah.
So how are you going to overcome that?
Mm. Uh, Personally, I think he's had it all his own way, young Elmer, or Big Elmer, Big Stiff. He's had it all his own way, and I think once the Rhino started walking through him and saying, "Is that all you've got?" I think he ran out of ideas personally, and I think that he weren't ready for somebody like that. Dave's a bit more seasoned, and he's done a lot of sparring, hasn't he? Do you think? Do you think that's how it went that fight?
I
Because
think I think Dave's got a chin, right? And I think if you can hold a shot, eventually you're going to break the other guy's spirit if he's always had people on their backsides, right? And then he got put over. And then once he got put over, that's your invincibility gone.
Hmm. How long do you think Dave's chin can hold up?
Ooh, question.
Is his bone density stronger than Joe Joyce's? Sam Jones, are you watching? What, do you want to kiss and make up? Oh, Sam Jones, eh?
Sorry, you nearly had me kissing the screen then.
You know what? I'm saving all my kisses for Big John Fury when he finally resurfaces. John, when I see you, mwah, I'm going to give you a big kiss. Uh, Dave's bone density. Can it hold up much longer, or are we going to see him on in a world of trouble one day? Hopefully that doesn't happen. Touch wood, but yeah, we don't want to see a Jerome Wilson Surgeon Bomber, do we? Situation.
No, no, we really don't want to see
But
that.
is it possible that Dave could go one fight too far because Eddie Hills was talking Wilder and Moses Atoma and David Adelaide yesterday in his interview?
Dave ain't fighting those guys, man. Dave, thing of whatever you want to say about Dave, Dave understands boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave will pick his opponents intelligently. He will know who he can jump in with, and he'll know who he can't jump in with. He's not stupid.
Said last year he can't jump in with Moses Atoma, but Eddie's putting that name in mix. But if Moses Atoma can go from his team, not Moses, his team, Francis Warren, the housewife's favourite, and all the rest of them, we're chasing down Usyk. We're going to be mandatory, and we're going to be youngest world champion in the world. If they can say that in one respect, and then a couple of months later they can say, well, Dave Allen. Houston, we've got a problem, haven't we? Really, because who do we believe in? What we told here? What happens on a Monday doesn't happen on a Tuesday, does it? Do you see where I'm coming from? And that's when the ice breaks. And I'm waiting then. You see where I'm coming from? So
Oh, Jaws walking.
I'm like Stallone in Cliffhanger under ice, aren't I? Grabs them. But what do you think? Could you see a Toma getting in there with Dave? And how many
Well,
rounds did that last?
Dave will give him some rounds, but then we'd have to stop it because it would get uncomfortable.
Would they sell it at the fact that Dave's never been down?
I don't think Dave would go down. I think Dave would get stopped on his feet.
Yeah, yeah. You mean it'd be pulled out?
Yeah.
Do you think Jamie Gimme Moore and Fireman Sam have done a good job with Dave?
Who's Fireman Sam?
Nigel
Oh,
Travis.
Travis.
Well,
um, I think they've just taken what Dave was and just kind of kept him on a straight-ish and narrowish path, right?
yeah,
And they've got him to fight night in relatively good spirits, and that's all you can do with Dave, I reckon.
yeah.
Dave will train how he wants, he'll box how he wants, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Why didn't he throw any leather in that fight? Because we were told he were fit as a butcher's dog and he's a changed man and he's taking it serious, because his kids found a squirrel in Conisbrough Wood, and they love that squirrel and it's called Fast Eddie and they're doing it for the squirrel. So why did he not throw any leather? Because I look at the statistics and I'm thinking he's throwing less than he did 4 or 5 years ago. So what happened? Because the other guy every time Dave was thinking about throwing leather, he kept getting touched up, touched up, touched up. Because that other guy threw a lot of leather, didn't he? Even though they weren't all big winging in punches, he kept throwing, didn't he? You know.
Yeah. But that's what you got to do. When you know someone's going to load up on shots, you just keep pinging them down the middle. And eventually, you could see by the end of that fight, Dave was just trying to get to the end.
Was the fixing, yes or no? They took 2 points off the Russian and note off Dave for low blows. Was the fixing, yes or no?
I don't think so.
You think it's Steve Gray just thought, I'm going to take 2 points off this guy because he's a away fighter?
Steve Gray's always been, of all the British kind of refs, he's the one that jumps on holding the most.
Yeah, correct, correct.
Yeah.
Do you think that Steve Gray had an Ian John Lewis moment where he lost control of the fight, taking points willy nilly and jumping in every 2 minutes and blah de blah? Do you think it were?
No, I look, Steve can have some dodgy scorecards, right? But as a referee, I've always thought he does it by the letter, right? And I get annoyed when fights get messy. I'm like, just fight. Like I'm a fan of fights where the referee doesn't have to get in the middle.
Mhm. Well, it's what did you think to the judging? Were you happy with scorecards, Terry?
Yeah, it was a wide, comfortable win for Matt McDuff. It's comfortable.
How many rounds did you give Rhino?
I struggled to give him two.
I gave him 1 round and a shared one.
Yeah, that's about as good as you could do. It just wasn't working enough. You know that bit at the end, right, where he throws that big right hand and punches the rope, and that was just sad to see. Yeah,
What about at the end? Did he work the crowd at the end? Because I personally think he did. Because after that performance and everything we were told by Fireman Sam and Jamie, gimme more, they said Dave can win a world title now, and he's stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. He's eating kangaroo meat now. We're doing everything right and all this blah blah blah, and it was the camp of his life and a changed man and all that. And then we see that performance. All he could do at the end really was say what he said. He went into Mr. Humble mode, didn't he? Well, I did my best, and I'm just a humble guy. I'm just normal. Do you think that card's wearing a bit thin now, especially with hardcores, but not casuals? Do you think? Because we've heard it all before, haven't we?
yeah. People expect Dave to be different. I don't. I think Dave will always be Dave, and I think Dave will have a long career being that guy that's British level. And if you want to go beyond British level, you got to get through Dave. I think that's what Dave will be for the next few years.
If he'd have won that fight and Reece Bellotti had got the nod, I will be a fat cat now, Terry, with my bet. But I'm not bitter because accumulators, we all know there's always one dodgy decision and one person who underperforms on the night that knacks our bets up in it. But do you feel like hardcore boxing fans can have a gripe, sorry, should I say, regarding Dave's performance and all we was told?
Well, if you were a hardcore, you'd have known that performance was coming
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it was a standard Dave performance.
But will they wheel him out again, and will it be the same again?
Yeah, they'll put him in with Adelaide, and they'll say, right, let's find out what Adelaide's really got, and they'll put him in with Dave, and we'll see what Adelaide's really got.
David Adelaide's very explosive. I've seen him spar Hughie Fury many times when he was an amateur. I stood and watched it, and I remember people saying he's going to be the next big thing. I remember telling Dennis about it. Dennis says, I'm going to pull him in Bulgaria when we get there. And Dennis had a meeting with him, and it didn't work out. He looked like he were already going to go to brick top anyway. But the point I want to make is I think he's a very powerful kid, very fit and that, but I think he needs a bit more experience to judge the rounds and when to take his foot off the gas and when not to. Do you believe that? Because he's certainly got world class power, hasn't he, Adelaide?
I like him as a person. Actually, he's quite a nice guy, and he's put on a lot of weight since his debut because he was quite a small heavyweight. He didn't look small, but he was quite a small heavyweight when he debuted, and that's why he looked quite springy and powerful and explosive. I think now he's becoming more of that kind of bulky heavyweight that we're used to.
Hmm.
But for me, he's just got to learn to punch in combinations. He's not a big heavyweight where he can just hit someone once. So he's got to have the kind of ability to go 2 and 3 shots every time. And if he does that, he'll be a problem. But until he does that, he's going to be meat and drink to guys like Dave Allen.
Hmm. Okay. Do you want to part three, Terry?
All right, mate.
All right. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. We're joined by Terry Chappandama, born in Zimbabwe, educated at Sheffield University, I think. Obviously, he's a London kid in now, and he's a banker. He's done well on it. Amateur trainer at Fitzroy Lodge. So I put some respect on the man's name instead of sending me vileness about him. Because whenever people say this and that about Terry, I'll say one thing: they're very nice to his face. Pop, pop, bang. One peace out. I'll see you on part three.